guess what? I think the evidence that points to it is the fact I hadn't been on here much, but whatever. I hadn't been watching everything, so I was just, and I can prove it because I got an 8 minute video I just ended recording. I was doing it for a future broadcast, and I was watching this right here. And MC said he got an email from Blacktooth Horror, as he calls her, and they want videos removed and taken down because and said that they could and she could provide my work and stuff. And she told them before that she doesn't know because she doesn't. The only thing I ever sent her was a picture, and I claimed to be at my job. But if everyone really remembers back when I first came out with Andrea, that's when I told the truth. It's an online job. And the whole thing about me having to go somewhere personally out in public was just a lie. I had something else I was doing. And so when they did that probation thing, I had sent a picture of me somewhere else. And since I was dressed up spiffy, I knew I could pass off that I was at an interview or something of the sort. And that's what I did. But I never told her where or for what. The picture didn't have anything that showed it. Uh, Nothing of the sort. And I even did a live at that too. So, Gene team, you're fucking scandalous. I want to know, did Gene sanction this? And if he didn't, then I think you ought to kick Chrissy out of the Gene team. What are you mad about, Chrissy? The fact that that video is up yesterday of you triggered as fuck from what Naughty said, and you didn't like that I got to react to it?
Yeah,
Too bad.
grasping at straws.
Yeah, that sounds like that's what that is.
Yeah. Don't give a fuck where he works. And if I did, I mean,
Oh no, but you give a fuck. Y'all give a fuck about me dying though. Like, oh man, you guys wait till you that 8 minute video. And before I end this live, I'll go and show that I was just like I did before on the previous live. This takes the fucking cake. You know, I think now at this point, I think what I should ought to just probably do maybe is when I get down to the end of here. You know what? Fuck this. I'm going out of my way doing this, but just because people fucking, I'm just gonna do just to show people how much I don't fucking lie. We're gonna do something real quick. That's the thing. They act like that, like they try to turn now because I've revealed that I've acted different things. They want to make it seem like, oh, he's a manipulator and you can't trust or anything he said. No, I started out being honest, and I got betrayed by Scooter and all of them. And then now that I'm fucking playing the mind games and I am actively putting wrong things, inserting them in like a paragraph of truth, like that community post here and there. Now they want to, bitch about it. Well, you fucking caused it. Um, Let me just bring these out right here. You know what these are? This is These are prepared for the next 2 days. You see what's in there? One, and not, it's less than a half. I know it almost looks like a half, but it's actually just a little bit less than a half. And I'm taking those, and because I've been doing them in thirds, and I'll show the proof of it next. And what I'm trying to do is I'm at the point, like this one, it is more than the other one. Actually, I need to go ahead and do that right now while I'm doing it. So what I'm doing is I'm taking pieces about this size to get ready for later on. So now that's what is there, and that's the current dose I'm taking now. Now, if I hadn't have started way before, like I claimed, and didn't let known at first, then I wouldn't already be here, according to JM's own logic. So that proves to you right there, JM, that I'm telling y'all what I want to tell you. And here's the other one that has pieces, you know, like I said, as I get ready and try to lower it more, I'm getting, so don't, so as you can see, you don't know what my plans are. And now people are probably gonna be thinking that's because he must be really worse off. Oh shit, he ain't got none. No, let me show you here. Look at all those. All right, and that's out of this box, and I've got an unopened box too. So yeah, I'm doing, and I am doing what I'm saying, and I shouldn't, that's kind of really all any of them can make now. So now, what do y'all got to say? Do y'all still hope that I die? Do you still want me to not succeed? Is that the type of sick mindset that y'all have still yet? Because it's fucked up. It's fucked up. And I don't know what the fuck Army's deal is, but I ain't even. I took up for you, damn it. Still yet, even after how y'all treated me, and that's what you do. Like trying to make deals so they'll take stuff down in exchange for shit on me. You just want to fucking get the damn pressure on. Like, all right, that's it. Like, I will be making vids on Dagburn all of y'all now. Y'all want to do that
I guess
shit?
that would mean I'd want
Just the fact you tried.
to call and talk
Fuck
to him.
you,
I
bitch.
don't give a fuck.
She ain't got shit to
I'd like to
tell
go
you or
by
sell
there
you.
and get my blood drawn.
That's risky business.
I mean,
See, that's the problem with y'all assuming I automatically gotten a job in phlebotomy.
probably a
That's y'all
fucking needle
fault.
swap place.
You think he's like in one of those liberal places that
Fuck
like
you.
does like free needles and shit for junkies? That's probably
You know damn well, Fusion, I'm not. If you've done any research as much as you have, as if you're obsessed with me, you know I am not in any place like
where he's
that.
working at.
Yeah, one of them, and yeah, the needle swap. Yeah,
He's
No, there's no place around here that I'm aware
like,
of
hey
that does
guys, I do
that.
drugs too. Here, have some free supplies.
yeah.
I'm
Let me
gonna
show
take
y'all
some
how
for
to do
myself.
this. Have you ever seen anybody?
Yeah, yeah. I'm doing drugs. Yeah, I'm doing drugs. I'm taking my fucking medications, you fucking pieces of shit. Like, oh my
Shadow van.
god, you're
Let
such
me show you how. That's what he's doing. I tested on my dog.
Oh yeah, Advan, yeah. Even though I'm not taking Ativan like an addict and never have
Before I
or
Let
had
me
tried
show
problems.
you.
myself.
Oh boy, let me show you how to roll a. Let me show you how to roll a pencil blunt, y'all.
A pencil
Well, you
blunt.
gotta use a lot of slumber.
Oh, he does. He definitely uses a lot of slobber.
Let me show you how to put a bunch of shit on my
God
wife.
damn,
Yeah.
sad, pathetic little guy.
It's for that slow burn.
Slow burn.
Fucking just hateful ass people.
Crying. Oh,
What
look.
is?
Wait,
What?
what? Hold up. Let me make
Yeah, you better put a
let
banner up
me-
that one.
yeah, let me put a banner up because I don't trust that. Hello.
And
No, that she
Okay.
and note the scooter and filthy at the top. I'm glad I just got that screenshot. You know, you people, you can't get more evident that you're an organized fucking hate group than you guys put out and give. I mean, you just hand the shit on a silver platter. I hope y'all realize that. And this isn't engaging dumbasses. Hey, was engaging. He tried to lie and say I told him he can call me, or that I said that he could call me. Fusion, I have never said you can call me. You can't call me, and I'll never want you to call me in the future. And I'm saying this on July 14th, 2023 at 7:40 p.m. precisely. Same goes for Matthew Heckman or MC or Jonathan McFucking Craney and Michael Gandy, aka Mr. Confusion,
That was a good one.
or Joe Wall.
My voice is a little choppy this morning.
And anybody that's got me on my new Instagrams and stuff, no, I have not been checking them. I know I got a message I saw in the notifications earlier, somebody saying about me having them blocked. I don't believe I have you blocked on there, or I didn't really read the message. Give me time to get back to him. But if you feel like you've been blocked wrongfully, well, we might can talk about it, but that's not really a conversation I'm trying to get into. And then here's Jessica B, who I'd imagine is Jessie B, or well, actually, it sounds like Filthy, and so Filthy's been pretending to be her because I've seen in Army and them's chats, not a lot, but I've been over there a couple times, and they had Jesse B unlocked, and that was an account that used to always go at me when I was supposedly part of the team. But when I'm gone, they bring it right back out and let the. I don't get them. And books don't understand why I don't get this stuff because books ain't made aware of and don't really know what all Chrissy and Bird how they were treating me. He just wasn't aware of it, you know. So I don't blame books. I blame Iceman really, Chrissy, Dumb Genius, and Bird because they all had to have known about it. And if they didn't, then they get no points or sympathy still yet because they didn't even bother to try to talk to me or see what the issue was.
Yeah.
Morning, sir.
When you see that pop up backstage, like, wait a minute, what's fixing to
Yeah.
happen here?
well, hello, pretty lady. We got the same hairline.
Yeah. Hey, this bitch has got more wrinkles across the top of her head than what Jean's got.
Oh,
I mean,
so
boy.
she left the
it's
workyverse,
not
maybe. You're actually switched or something. You know, you got MC. Oh my God, let me get a picture of that. Man, these motherfuckers need to get a life, y'all. They ain't happy for me for trying to switch my health regimen around or nothing. They don't give a shit. That's supposedly why they went after me though, because I was going to sleep on live streams and they claimed that I had this big ass problem I didn't have. I tell them through a community post something I started a while back and had to keep myself from speaking on earlier. Purposefully decided to reveal it now just to see the reaction, man. And you know what? It's what I expected. I knew it
like
wasn't
a
going to be
hot
positive.
dog. Yeah, it's worse than yours. Yes.
Damn.
Hell, I made a post about suicidal awareness the other day, and Filthy Animal, uh, I happened to see it. Unfortunately, he reshared it. It was like, no, nobody wants me. You know, everyone hates me. You know, like that's the kind of guy, piece of shit that I'm dealing with. But it don't matter. You know, I'm crying. I'm bitching too much, according to some people.
She needs to iron that out.
And she might have a Barrett. I'm just saying.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think
Or
we
her
got
name
another.
could be Barrett. Who knows?
I think we got another April G on our hands. She works in a medical facility, and she was offering to send Squarework Media some medicine when he was having trouble between doctors.
Uh-oh.
Well,
No one has ever offered to send me any medicine,
I
and
was
I wouldn't
busy
take it if they
yesterday.
did.
Let's just say they might have been some phone calls made.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I hated to do it, but
Hmm.
got to do what you got to do.
Well,
So
I guess you've heard your son out here with all this racket he's made.
I did. I whenever I got up, I happened to see one pop up in the feed. Then I went over there, and
I'm
uh,
not
I
this
don't
guy's
know.
son.
He thinks we actually, care. He's like, well, I wish they wouldn't say that they care. When are they going to tell the truth? I mean, I know he couldn't possibly be talking to me because I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
None of us do.
No, I know
Just to
you
be
don't.
perfectly
And
honest with
and
him, none of us do.
well, glad to fucking know. So all of you burn in hell, suck my dick. Nothing you've said's been true about me. You've made it all up. Character assassinating motherfuckers. Kiss my ass. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't care about none of you. And if you all fucking fell in with meningitis tomorrow or fucking Parkinson's, as far as I'm concerned, Johnny Goble, I'm quoting here, but like he said about to Wade, I'm not saying it to Wade because Wade ain't fucked with me, but as far as y'all can pieces of shit, then why did you lie for months and say, I'm not talking about filthy. Why did Scooter and JM and all that claim to care and everything back in January? So it was all a fucking act. You finally came out and admitted it. And why? Because you're mad that I fucking came out and revealed that guess what, everything's going a-okay in my life and none of you can stand
So
it.
the Blacktooth whore is wanting to make a deal.
What she said.
Apparently.
Yeah, we don't
Good luck.
negotiate with terrorists, or I don't. I mean,
You need to reflect that back on yourself.
I love how these people want to make the deal when we're holding a whole deck of fucking cards. I mean, why would I want to?
Don't worry. I ain't tried or offered or came to any of them in the desperation of trying to make any fucking so-called deal. I'll never make a deal with these pieces of shit. I'll never be on a fucking panel with them again unless they come on my panel and I'm wanting them to confront me or something. I will never, ever talk to any of them directly again of my own free will. They have to literally fool and trick me to answering the phone or some other way that I can't think of if they even want to get to speak in my ears vicinity. Every single fucking person on that 1, 2, 3, 4, all of them vile, disgusting, low down, scumbag human beings. One's a medical professional, one's a who knows, the other one's supposedly used to work at Walmart and this and that, and the other one has fucking been kicked out not that long back into his basement from his wife because he's been fucking neglecting the wife and kids to do this crazy shit of making a group and helping form it, all because he was fucking crazily obsessed and got interested in fucking with trolling me last year. These people are
We'll
out of
make a
their
deal with
minds.
her and remove any videos I mean, if she's that triggered by it, maybe I can take an hour and throw together a half-ass shitty video. I done got a couple of thumbnails. The House of Reuben.
Oh boy.
So, I mean,
Yeah, touch on that,
fuck her. I mean,
Cat Daddy.
this shit's out, and you know you can't put.
And that was just a joke in reference to Iceman for saying that he'd do that. That motherfucker. I probably shouldn't even said that now because that motherfucker legit wants to be my fucking father in a weird way to be able to hurt me and type shit. I mean, we really need a psychiatric
Put the
professional to
bullet
study him.
back in the gun, you know.
It's armpit black tooth whore.
Oh my
Can't
God,
do
you don't
that.
know that, Lori? Happy holidays. You butt fucking. How the hell are you, buddy? I do have a rainbow yarmulke on, so all is kosher right now. Hello? Come on over to Filthy's and hit the link. Daddy wants to talk to you.
Now, that was just recorded, and I hung up and blocked the number. Michael Gandy just called me from a 901 number. Michael Gandy, I know they are watching my video because they're this recording. I will say again, he does not have the permission to call me, as I just stated a few minutes back. That's now the third unwanted phone call he's made to me this week, and this is 7:51 p.m. on the 14th of July, 2023. I did not talk or engage back with him. I'm continuing this.
Well, you know, we call her Arby, 10-day veteran, big roast beef. So, I mean, I can see where it's
Everything
getting a little
except-
confusing.
Yeah, everything except for Army vet because I mean obviously she's not a fucking veteran.
Yeah, suck on that vape. Suck on that big dick vape.
Okay, here we go.
Filthy. I'm following the directions that she gave me. And you ain't a doctor, JM. Sure ain't. I know how to do the things I'm going to do. They act like that I'm starting all this on this, but actually it was started on the last prescription. But see, I haven't been telling y'all every damn single thing. And if I have been telling you things, sometimes I've been purposely putting in lies because I want to see how you react. I have been sniping and recording you people now for the past week. All
Which I
privately.
don't get.
And I'm building up a nice little repertoire of videos that I can.
I don't. All you just go to our fucking channels. What do we delete?
Well, actually, this may have been his best move yet because it took him over a year to realize he needs to at least like download it first because otherwise everybody's gonna delete it on him in the middle of him playing it. Fucking retard.
Yeah. Now, if you're in the middle of playing it, or if you're gonna report it live, then
We
yeah.
just
But if
hide
you
it.
download it,
That they really don't get that. That's not the point. The point is to not. I'm actively live now. I'm breaking that rule, but the point is to pay them no mind. And for the last week, been reporting vids, watching vids, and doing my reactions, not live. Not because I'm worried about them taking it down, because I always know that they put it back up. That's not the reason. I did it to keep y'all from getting your fix of wanting to screen record and see me live. That was the purpose
That
behind
just
it.
means you can't report it because then it's your own video. I don't give a shit about mine. I mean, download it, claim it as your own, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care.
Don't
Now, if
either.
you start doing that, I'm gonna start striking, but you may lose a channel or two.
Yeah, I mean, he's a year behind.
So,
I mean, we
Yeah.
got everything
So
he's
can you.
did logged in.
I don't care. Everything that you got of last year, there's context and shit that y'all don't put.
I might
So
need to
it
call
means
down there
shit
at
to me.
Haykai today when they open up and have a talk with this doctor and, you know, tell her I don't appreciate her, you know, keep pumping this fucking dope into this fucking druggie.
But you go on down that
Yeah.
and do all that. They're not going to care now because at this point, guess what? Mine and her relationship is besides for
The
getting my
last time
referral and
she
stuff.
acted like she really cared, and I mean, she about broke down crying. But you know, this
Oh,
time I'm gonna
whatever.
be as nice to her, and I'm gonna tell her
I don't
she's
I don't
pumping
know
the
if it's
dope
her.
out. I'll
I don't
find
know that
out.
I don't know that she didn't kick him out and he found one that said either you do this or you're not gonna get anything, and he ain't got no choice. And that's my thoughts is
No, I am not wanting. If I get a referral, which the first referral that I was given is to a place that I actually got referred to this one. If I got a referral, I am not planning to use it because I plan to get off this medicine. You cannot believe that if you want to or not, but I am tired of being. I'm tired of y'all's interference into this, and the fact that they think they're gonna find out this and that, and they don't know anything. They don't know who I'm talking about, or if it's actually a doctor. He,
he's
I've been
found
saying
one that,
she.
that yes, they gave him drugs, but they didn't give him nowhere near the amount. And then
I love how they say, yeah, they found him someone that gave him drugs. They ain't giving him nowhere near the amount. Really? Well, I don't need to, but I'll wait until after at the end. I'll show you here on the prescriptions where the dosages
they
have
won't
not
give him what
changed.
what he wants. So he's got no choice.
I am not taking the dosage purposefully because I don't want to be referred and keep continuing on with this. How many times do I got to say
To
that?
do this
Oh,
weird ass taper.
Well,
Weird
he's
ass
got no
taper. Okay.
choice without a doubt.
I think Filthy may be correct. If you actually listen to, it might be the next live he does, and then some of the wording of the community posts yesterday, he mentions constant refills, and he's supposed to get a referral. And the doctor that he was referred to was a quack job and wanted to switch his meds up and make him do the taper faster and this and that. So
No, a doctor a few months ago was wanting me on and I was coming. I'm not explaining all this. Just put it this way: she wanted to do something that was real radical, and I said no, and that's what led me to the next, and then what got me referred to the person I've been with, and I'm supposed to have been discharged. They, their office, they have been obliged to keep refilling them. This called me with an appointment that would take me because the place, if I had known, I would have told them. I literally just
in true addict
came from that.
drug seeking
So yeah,
behavior,
yeah. I don't,
he knows
that's
what's best for his body, like Scooter was
why
saying.
y'all
And
don't know what you're talking about, and I need to stop fucking giving you anything.
Yeah.
Or
Right. Well, I'm going
one
to do
doctor
what
to
I
another.
can to speed this taper the fuck up.
treatment. See,
Yeah,
they're
I'm gonna
ignoring my
call
medical
down
history
there.
again.
I mean,
Just call me a drug
you
dealer.
know, I've talked to her.
Yeah. I'm gonna do what I can to speed this taper the fuck up.
I don't know, 2 or 3 times. So I mean, she's actually
Remember though, they didn't call. Only V and stuff did. But he's called and talked 2 or 3 times. He just admitted.
a nice lady, and you know, she told me, you don't
What's her
realize what
name?
a bunch of fucking lunatics I'm dealing with. You know, Lord ass showed his ass, and, you know, so I'm gonna call down there and tell him, you know, he hasn't changed a bit. I mean, I would think it'd be fair to say within the last month he's knotted out
Law.
5 pounds at least.
No, I haven't.
And that's another reason, like I went through that and said that it's all for show. Because at the end of all this, when he doesn't and he's not successful with it, he's going to take his YouTube bullshit to the doctor with him, and be like on his phone, showing like, look, this is what I did. This is the taper. Like, see, I'm talking about it here on YouTube.
Oh my God, you guys are crazy. No, I wouldn't take the YouTube thing to the doctor at all anymore. So I'm not watching any more of that. That is insane that they think that. Go ahead, JM. Get the rest of that out. Let me get a good laugh. Fuck, it didn't go back to where it was at. Shit.
It's kind of like, hey, counter
Oh
it.
my God.
No,
Look on my
fucker.
YouTube. I'm
No,
doing this. No.
you don't get to climb that stat. I spent 5 years chasing the high. 5 years of my life, I waited
What you? What?
and
Whoa!
babied his
What are you
whole
mad
fucking
about?
life. His whole life. He thinks because he
Oh, I've been
had,
babied.
he took like 8 or 10 fives a day for a couple of days and then didn't feel.
Couple of days. Ah, I ain't told you. What? Why would I tell you every single part of my addiction story? Because every single time I was honest with them and told them stuff, they used it to weaponize against me. So yeah, I finally stopped talking. I may have downplayed stuff,
Addiction.
but I never was a junkie or on a needle.
Dude, I was snorting 3 and 4 80 milligram oxys a day.
Yeah,
Get
I
the
fucked
fuck out
with
of
the
here.
Oxy 30s and six. Okay, yeah, he got the 80s. You know, well, the
Withdrawals, and
30s are.
I'd be a pure asshole. And one time we had done some work on a water heater, and for some reason I got all pissed off about something and went outside and threw the fucking water heater. Not at her. I didn't ever do anything with her, but she got real scared because she thought she thought I was coming at her. But it was because I was just raging. I couldn't find no pills or something, and
You was. So he's scared his woman before, but they're gonna
None.
talk
he's
about
not.
None at
me,
all.
and all they got is the testimony of somebody that they paid
Thank you,
Yeah.
an
Square.
extra from a
I've been
decade ago.
married for 25 years. You
I don't care. I don't care. Now, what is this right here?
Hey, you little butt fucking faggot from Hayside, call the sheriff. And to see if I wasn't lying or not, you fucking little homo. You talk or you're just gonna sit there like a sissy and not say anything. Told you I was fucking right, but you didn't want to listen. Yeah, you're just gonna sit there like a crybaby. Oh, it's where Barry.
Are you a pussy or are you gonna say your name?
I've already
Don't call me.
Dad,
What's your name?
suck my dick, you fucking.
What's my
faggot.
name? No, you go down that way, obviously. Yeah, you liar. What's it? Bounty Tactical? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's it.
No, not Bounty. I know what it is.
Oh
No. I tell you what,
Yeah.
don't all that you were right about was the fucking
Dude, I was right about
bias
everything
about
because I talked to the
no.
undersheriff, you little homo.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
you
What
talk
part of this don't you understand? I do it for a living, you
armed and you look up people's background
I
for
am
the
a
work you
class
verse.
3 dealer.
I am a class 3 dealer. Oh, suck my dick. Suck. I don't give a fuck. Stop harassing and calling me.
You little fucking faggot. You're lucky I don't fucking come to your house and wring your neck, you little piece of shit.
Yeah, keep threatening me. I'll be going to the sheriff
I'm
with
not.
this.
I said you're lucky I don't. You're lucky I don't. Is what
You
I said.
won't.
I didn't threaten you.
You won't. Yes, you did.
I said you're lucky I don't.
Yeah, and you're lucky that that you won't say your name.
You know what? I see one fucking video or picture of you walking out with a gun. I'm calling the cops on you, and I will have you picked up. You fucking run.
Oh, you'll have me picked up. Well, guess what? If you see a picture or anything, well, you can't do nothing about that because once I'm not on my medicine, guess what? I can fucking own the gun.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Legally, no, you can't.
Yes, I can legally. You don't have to have a CCW. Yes, I can. What precludes me? What precludes me?
Your discharge all exclude you.
No, the discharge that resulted in no charges. The discharge that resulted in no charges. The discharge that resulted in no charges.
Yeah, and you don't think that the sheriff is the one who looks at that and says that if you're illegal?
I don't need a CCW, you dumbass. I don't need a CCW.
I'm not saying you need a CCW.
Okay, well, guess what? And if I'm not taking weed, then I can legally possess a dumbass.
No, I'm not a dumbass.
Yes, you are a dumbass. And guess what? You're not going to see me at all. Stop calling me, you fucking weirdo. Fucking weirdo.
Community post, bitch.
Fucking weirdos. Want to sit there. I'm not even going to watch these fucks. Want to sit there and try to tell me, if I see you there, it tells me to suck my dick, you're lucky I don't come to your house. Fuck you. I guarantee you, once I fucking piss fucking clean, the buprenorphine's not in my system because you'll try to use that. You'll try to use everything you fucking can. Once the buprenorphine's out my system, the fucker, I don't have to do that. But I could and I would. And you can bet your bottom fucking dollar that when you know that I'm clean and here I'm clean, I'm going to go to the storage shed and take back legal possession of the firearm that's mine. Watch me. Better yet, you're not going to get to watch me. You are obsessed. You're freaking me out. The fact I've got a class 3 firearms fucking dealer that's a part of this hate group who just called, admitted, oh, I talked to the undersheriff. I'm glad you just said all that. I'm glad you just said all that. Because the federal prohibitions don't apply to anybody who doesn't have a felony on their record. They apply to people that's been formally here. I guess I gotta fucking show it again. I'm getting an unwanted call. I'm not gonna respond.
What's up? The first time I catch you carrying a gun in public, your ass will be locked up and possibly shot down. Let me hear of you carrying a fucking gun, and we'll do a fucking 5150 on your ass so quick it'll make your fucking pea brain swim.
Now, what I'm going to have to do now is go to my lawyer and tell him about these threats, and we're going to have to use. I'm going to have to use the money that I was going to use on my car for a lawyer because this isn't going to happen. I'm already being threatened by these individuals, and now they're threatening that if I exercise my Second Amendment right legally and lawfully by the book, they're going to fudge and call in a fake 5150 to, in other words, and hopefully cause me to resist, get myself shot or whatever. That's what he all just threatened. Filthy animal did. I'm not saying anything like that. And to be completely just on the record, I am not armed or anything. I just talked about that once I get off of the medicine, all that I'm on, because I'm trying to be responsible about things. Once I get off of all the medicine and my blood and urine comes back clean, and I go back over again with my lawyer, and I'm going to show it right here because, see, they're trying to act like that they can tell me what um, what my rights are, and just a second. "96-hour holds do not take person's gun rights away." I don't know how many times I've got to bring this up, but I didn't even get, I wasn't held on 96 hours for violent behavior either. That's something to note. I don't know how many times I've got to go over this shit. This will be the last fucking time that I put myself through it. Where I'm gonna have to find. Oh, stop calling me. They're trying to call me right now. Here we go. Uh, he wasn't charged, but was involuntarily committed for 96 hours for a mental health examination. In Missouri's hospitals, law enforcement officials and private citizens can request a person be held against their will for up to 96 hours if he or she appears to be a threat to themselves or others. But such an involuntary hold doesn't bar someone from purchasing a firearm because the federal law requires that a person be adjudicated as a mental defective, said Trista K. Frederick, a special agent and spokeswoman for the Bureau of ATF in Kansas City. Each state has its own system for making that determination and submitting those records to a federal database. Frederick had no details about Missouri's system, and the Missouri Department of Mental Health didn't respond to repeated requests for information. Mike Covington, executive director of the Missouri State Sheriff's Association, said people don't lose their gun rights in Missouri simply because of a 96-hour commitment for a mental evaluation. The fact somebody is held for 96 hours, if there's nothing else besides that, it's like picking somebody up on a reasonable suspicion arrest and no other charges are filed. It's a big difference between being picked up and looked at and picked up and having a medical person say, this person is incompetent. So, with that being said, my gun rights, Workyverse, just because of what you say, are not gone. Now, you say, well, JR, who is trying to get me and thinks he can get me to ignore logic and reason just because he's got a Class 3 license by saying, hey, trust me, you can't have one. You can't have one. Even though I know you don't have a felony on your record and you had that discharge that we knew about because we started fucking with you then. And but damn it, you got a fucking attorney and they argued and everything and they decided to prosecute you. So they did not keep the charges up. They dropped them. Because of that, you don't have a felony on your record. So that he technically could have one, but we're gonna read it home that because of that, his lying story he told about having one while he was hunting just to see if they'd take it, and y'all took it, y'all ate it up and believed it. Uh, you think because of that that I can't? You're wrong. Dick Cheney didn't lose his fucking gun rights when he had a fucking discharge and it hit somebody. He didn't even get charged. You stupid assholes. These people don't want me to get off drugs. They don't want me to have my gun rights. They don't want me to continue to live. They don't fucking want me to work. They don't want me to have any happiness. They fucking hate me. They want me to mentally fucking break. Well, it's a good thing they're not, and they're gonna stay. You know, guys, I really did plan to try to not let these people. Number just called at 8:21 p.m. on July 14th, 2023. I really didn't want to let these people cause me to have to get off of YouTube, but it looks like I'm going to have to, guys, because you know, and that's fine. So if I'm not on here and they can't see me interact or posting anything or talking about my life anymore, then they purely have to guess and speculate and make stuff up if they're gonna call in on me. And since I've been threatened yet again on this broadcast, and this broadcast will not go in front of a doctor. It'll be going in front of law enforcement and my lawyer. Um, I'm going to have to suspend YouTube operations, so they can consider that a little small victory if they want, but they are not going to knock my focus off of what I'm currently involved in undertaking. They're not going to cause me to. They're just not. They're not going to cause me to think that I have to be on here to prove anything anymore. Um, I'm tired of it. I know who I am. And these people who hate me for the simple reason that I dared to stand up want to fuck around and talk about that I'm lucky that this is not. They threaten without directly doing it, so they have plausible deniability. They used to directly threaten some of them. You know, the only thing that's changed is their tactics and their desire to try to keep from getting in trouble at any way possible. So they try to use all these disclaimers and stuff. But I tell you what, first time I get a false call on me is going to be the time that I finally decide to get the phone book out and do some calling of my own on some people. Because I'm a mandated reporter and I have suspicions, legit suspicions, shown on by video evidence of other people too. So don't fuck around with me. You motherfuckers are gonna leave me alone. I am not your goddamn property. You don't know shit about my fucking civil rights. You're not a lawyer. You're not a judge. You're not an officer. And you're not my probation officer. Nor are you my mental health representative or doctor. Therefore, you have no right whatsoever to be prying and trying to pry into my life. None of you are family members. You don't have any right threatening to call in and make a report, a false report like you just did. You don't have no right to call as you're doing right now.
I don't want your tone, you little fucking faggot.
Filthy animal, stop calling me. I block your numbers. You need to stop calling me. I'm going to be reporting this to the police, this whole thing. You are not my dad, and you do not my civil rights. Leave me alone. So, as you can see, I am now going to end this live stream, shut the channel off, and gonna have to finally quit talking about it and go on and do it. As much as it's gonna suck to have to, I'm gonna have to might have to call my counsel Monday and first thing I'm going to talk to him about is how these people talk with the undersheriff and everything else. And basically, because of public pressure, they've gotten him to promise that he would deny a permit just based on conjecture and stuff, not based on the fact that I'm actually prohibited or anything. I'm going to have him look at that. If nothing can be done about that, no big deal. I'll move somewhere later on. That's no big deal. It still doesn't keep me from being able to legally possess or carry in Missouri. It just means I can't go in states that don't have recognition with the constitutional carry laws in Missouri. And I'm not armed or exercising that right now because I can't. Being that, well, I'm that could be argued in court, but technically I'm deciding not to until this card finally expires, even if I stop smoking. But now using this little Delta 8 cart, I just make sure that I gotta wait even just a little bit longer because that's putting a little THC in my system. So yeah, but whenever I do get clean or whatever, yeah, you guys won't know anyways. So you're trying to reverse psychology me coming online and boasting about it and telling you when. No, I'm not gonna do that. So kick rocks, blame yourself for me getting offline, and thanks for making all the threats on this live stream and saying the shit that you did because it's gonna look great when I can play it. Deuces.